Hello, what is up, and welcome to my next video. And today I am basically going to be reacting to my prediction scoreline. So basically, every week of each every game week of the Premier League, I predict the scores. I did this last week in my Premier League predictions video where I predicted the scores for the first 10 games of the season. And basically, I have to get a total of 1,140 points to reach the maximum amount for all my predictions. So basically, if I get the outcome and the score correct, I get the full-on 3 points. If I get the outcome correct only, so let's say I got Chelsea to beat Crystal Palace and won, I get that right, but I didn't get the scoreline right, I get 1 point. And then if I get both the outcome and the score incorrect, nil point. So let's see how I did for week 1. So I'm going to get up the fixtures from last week right now. Okay, so we started off with last Friday night's clash between Brentford and Arsenal. It ended 2-0 Brentford, and I had it down as a 3-3 draw. So that did not go to plan. So I got nothing for that. So yeah, not the best of starts. Right. So yeah. A stinker of a start with predicting Brentford and Arsenal to draw 3-3, but instead it was 2-0 to Brentford. They were brilliant and Arsenal were poor. Man United Leeds. I had Man United to win 2-1 and they won 5-1. They absolutely destroyed and hammered Leeds. That Ayling goal though from Leeds was an absolute stunner, but Pogba and Fernandes were just another level against Leeds. It was 5-1, so I got the outcome correct because I did predict Man United to win, which they did. So I get a point for that, but I didn't get the scoreline right. So I've got a point so far, so I'll take that. Leicester Wolves. I predicted 1-0. I predicted 1-1 between Leicester and Wolves. And it was 1-0 to Leicester. It could have easily been 1-0 as well because Traore missed an absolute sitter for Wolves. So yeah, I predicted 1-1, but it was 1-0 to Leicester, so I got nothing for that. So I'm still on 1 point. Chelsea Crystal Palace. Oh, I was so close on Chelsea's performance against Crystal Palace. It was 3-0, and I predicted 3-1. I was very close there. I could have easily had 3 points there, but no, only the points it is. So I'm on 2 points for that. This next one I also got wrong. Watford 1, Aston Villa 2. It ended Watford 3, Aston Villa 2. Villa I thought were really poor despite their 2 goals. They had a shocking first half, especially, and Watford were just the better team all around today. It was a magnificent performance from the Hornets. So that ended 3-2, and I got that wrong as well, so nothing improves there. Everton Southampton. I predicted 1-0 to Everton, but it was 3-1 to Everton. So I get another point for that. It's been 6 games already, and I've only got 3 points out of a possible 30. I am not doing well at all. Burnley 1, Brighton 2 was the finishing outcome for the game at Turf Moor. I had it to be a 0-0 draw, so I got that wrong as well. So that's not good. This was another one I got really close with. I had Liverpool to beat Norwich at Carrow Road 2-0, and it ended 3-0. So, yeah, I get another point for that. Newcastle West Ham, I had it to be 2-2, and it was 4-2 West Ham. So that was also wrong. And then the last but not least, Tottenham 1, Manchester City 0, and I had City to win 2-0. So That was also wrong as well, so I ended up with nothing there. So I'm just going to go through this again. So Brentford 3, Arsenal 3, and it was 2-0. I didn't get that right. Man United 5, Leeds 1, I get a point for that. Leicester 1, Wolves 0, no points for that. Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace 0, I get 1 point for that. Watford 3, Aston Villa 2, I got no points for that. Everton 3, Southampton 1, I got 1 point for that. Burnley 1, Brighton 2, no points. Norwich Liverpool 3-0 Liverpool, I got 1 point. Newcastle West Ham 4-2 West Ham, no points. And then Tottenham Man City 1-0 Tottenham, no points. So that is a pretty shocking start, to be honest. I only got 4 points from the first round. Out of a possible 30, and yeah, I didn't even get past halfway, which is 15, so a pretty shocking start, not going to lie. I didn't get a single match where I got both the outcome and the score correct, so that doesn't look good at all, but it's early days. It's only the first week of the season, so out of a possible 1,140, after game week 1, I'm on 4. Okay, so my target for that, so despite that disastrous start for me, I'm hoping that for match day 2, I'm hoping I pick up the pace a bit and I get at least past 10 for my possible points. So let's have a look at the fixtures for round 2 then, shall we? Right, so we start off with Liverpool versus Burnley at Anfield. Don't really need to say the name of the ground because I usually say the home name first, home club first anyway. But yeah, Liverpool-Burnley. Now, last season Burnley won at Anfield, but I don't think it's going to be the same this time. I think Liverpool will have a comfortable home win. I'm going to go with 4-1 for Liverpool-Burnley. They looked really strong against Norwich. All 3 got on the score sheet: Firmino, Jota and Salah, and I think they'll continue that form going into against Burnley. The tough match for Liverpool will be who they've got next, which will be after Burnley, which will be against us at Anfield, so that'll be some game. Aston Villa, Newcastle. That is a tough match. Newcastle, I thought, played really well, despite their defeat against West Ham, whereas Villa, I thought, was shocking, but I do think they'll come back. To be honest, though, I wouldn't rule out an away win, because Newcastle did have that fighting spirit against West Ham. Villa, though, knowing how strong Villa look, though, as well, I think they could bounce back, though, against Newcastle. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I think it's going to be a very tight contested match between these two clubs. So yeah, I'm going to go with a draw. Crystal Palace, Brentford. I am going to go with a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace. Yes, they were outclassed by us at Stamford Bridge, but despite Brentford's superb win against Arsenal, I do think Palace are going to bounce back against another London club. But Brentford, I did think looked really good against Arsenal, but I do think they're going to dip against Palace. Their next match is against Aston Villa, and that's not going to be any easy either. But I'm going to go with Palace to win 2-1. I think they're going to bounce back, it will be Vieira's first win. But if Brentford do win that, then that'll be brilliant for Thomas Frank's team. Leeds versus Everton. Everton beat Southampton 3-1. Leeds lost 5-1 to Man U, but knowing how good Leeds' home form was last season, and to be honest, with Everton struggling at some away grounds in a way, and also Leeds have got such a good squad, I wouldn't rule out Everton winning though, because Everton did win here last season at Ellen Road. Leeds won at Goodison Park, but I'm going to go with a home win for Leeds. I'm going to say 2-0. What's after that? Man City, Norwich. I think that's easily going to be a home win. I'm going to go with... I think City are going to go on the rampage against Norwich, and I'm going to go with 5-0. If they don't win that, then that will look embarrassing for Pep Guardiola. But no, I think City are going to bounce back easily this weekend. Brighton-Watford. Now, that is a tough one. Watford looked really good against Villa. Brighton were brilliant against Burnley, even though Burnley were the first. Burnley were the better team in the first half, but Brighton did fight back brilliantly in the second half. Oh, I'm going to back. Watford did concede 2 goals, though. I'm going to go with a slim 1-1. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw between Brighton and Watford. That's a tough one, that is. That's a tough one. Right, Southampton, Man United. I am going to go with an away win for Man U. I think they're going to do it again. And, yeah. I do think Southampton will score, though, like they did against Everton. I'm going to go with 4-1 to Manchester United. But I've seen how superb they looked against Leeds. I think they're going to go on to 6 points for this season now against Southampton. 3 games to go. Wolves, Tottenham at Molineux. Oh, well, I'm going to be honest. Despite Tottenham's victory against City, their masterclass of a performance against City, I do think Wolves are really going to be up for it against their former coach, Nuno Espirito Santo, who has now joined Tottenham. I think Bruno Lage is going to be up for it, but it's going to be a tough match. Tottenham's record at Molineux is actually pretty decent as well. Not going to lie. Oh, this is a tough match. I think this could be the most entertaining game there, but I think it's going to be 3-2 to Wolves. I think they're going to really want it against Tottenham. I think they're going to really want it. Right, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Now, this is where our worst performance of the season was last season, in that shocking 3-1 defeat when Arsenal looked to be in the relegation battle, and then they fought back when they brought on Emile Smith-Rowe against Chelsea for the game, and they outclassed us at the Emirates last season. The season before we won 2-1. The season before that, Arsenal won 2-0. I don't know what to go for, because the problem with Arsenal is that the last few seasons they've been so bad, but as soon as they play us, they turn up. Teams like us, Tottenham and Man United, they turn up. But I think we're going to win, personally, because we're going to start Lukaku. He's the top goal scorer. He's either going to do really well or he's not going to do very well, but I am backing us to have an away win on Sunday against Arsenal. And Arsenal did not look good against Brentford. I am going to go with 3-1 to Chelsea. And that leaves West Ham against Leicester, the Monday night football clash at the Olympic Stadium, the London Stadium. Like Wolves-Tottenham, I think this is going to be a tough match as well. West Ham's fighting spirit against Newcastle was amazing, even though Newcastle, I thought, played very well. Whereas Leicester, well, Wolves missed a sitter against Leicester. But this will be a tough game for both of them. I'm going to go with... There's got to be goals there as well. Vardy and Antonio. I'm going to go with 2-1 West Ham. I think Leicester are going to lose that match. I can see West Ham beating Leicester on Monday night. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. So there we go. That is my predictions for today, for this weekend coming. Don't know what's going to happen, but I'd like to pick up the pace with the points I got. I only got 4 points out of a possible 30 from game week 1, which is shocking. So let's hope, fingers crossed, I can do better. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you this weekend. Cheerio.